Hey guys, here at Cowabungas in North Reading. As you guys know, we do probably 80% residential work, but we do mix in every once in a while a nice commercial project. Here at this Cowabungas, we're going to be adding a kitchen space along with 2 bathrooms and a new play space. The main reason is to up the occupancy of the building, as well as for the owners to be able to provide food to their customers rather than the customers outsourcing the food, just another revenue source for Cowabungas. So as I walk you guys through the space, I'll lead you into some details. One of the first things we did here was we replaced about 80% of the carpet tile. It used to be just a plain gray carpet tile. The owners wanted to spruce it up a little bit, so we were able to replace that. It was about 16,000 square feet of carpet tile, which is just a pretty good amount. In order to replace all of it, we had to move a lot of the bouncy houses that were in the space. So time consuming, labor intensive, but a great little detail. So you can see behind me the main space of construction. You can see a large wall on your right. That is actually a temp wall that we put up in order for us to store our materials and keep it away from the clientele that's going to be coming into Cowabungas once we reopen. The main portion of the project is really right behind me, and that is where the new kitchen space is going to be. There's going to be a food prep. They're going to be able to sell pizzas, pretzels, Dippin' Dots, really anything that you need in order to provide food and dessert for a birthday party or a get-together of your kids' friends. One of the more difficult parts of this construction process has been being able to figure out a way to have the construction in progress and at the same time get Cowabungas back open and functioning. That's been a difficult process. You know, there's OSHA standards that we need to meet. We want to make sure that the life safety protocols for the kids that are coming in for their birthday parties is met. So definitely a difficult process. We've gotten some consultation from OSHA and from the town of North Reading. We are currently closed right now, but once we get everything wrapped up on the outer shell of our construction space, and we have our life safety measures in place, we'll be able to open back up and get some revenue driving again for Cowabungas. There's actually going to be a high top island here. That's going to be a main hangout space for parents as their kids are playing. Oftentimes the kids run off and do their thing. The only space that was really there is some chair space, so a nice high top island with some outlets is a great spot for parents. Behind that, along this wall that you see covered up in sheetrock right now, there's going to be a prep countertop with an open window leading to the space where they're going to be prepping the food. This kitchen space is really integral in the growth of Cowabungas revenue. Like I said, they want to be able to sell food to their clients. It's a big revenue driver for them. They no longer have to outsource it, and it's great that we're able to provide that for them. As you guys follow me into the construction space, this is a massive spot in the building. This actually used to be the old Sears in the strip mall in North Reading off of Main Street. And when they repurposed it for Cowabungas, they took a massive chunk of that and made it into storage. The problem with that is, with their want and need of increasing the capacity, they also wanted more play space. So we took down a large wall of storage space that was sectioning off storage to play space, and we repurposed it into a party pavilion that we're going to be putting picnic tables on. And then in that far spot, they're going to use that as a quote-unquote playground space. Just an open spot for kids to run around and play, and it's going to account for some of that added capacity to the space. So as we turn the corner here, we're leading back down to the 2 existing bathrooms, the 2 added bathrooms, and as well as the kitchen prep space. To the left, behind this sheetrock wall, is our added women's bathroom. Again, we wanted to increase the capacity, so we added this women's bathroom space. Our rough electrical is completed, our rough plumbing is completed. We had to do a bunch of concrete trenching to get our new drainage tied in for the new bathrooms. That's all been completed and approved by the town. So here in the men's bathroom, you'll see on the ceiling we got all of our recessed lights roughed in. We have our bath exhaust above me that's going to be tied in and vented to the exterior of the building. We installed all of our blocking, so we're gonna have wall-hung sinks as well. This wood here is blocking so we can hang those wall-hung sinks. It's not a similar process as a toilet. The toilets get their own wall carriers. The sinks are just basically mounted to this framing, and then the plumbing is tied in. To your left, that is our kitchen space. Crowded space right now, a lot of work going on in there. We're gonna have prep sinks, we're gonna have all of our appliances, refrigerators, freezers, anything that they need to prep and make the food that they're going to be serving. Everything that's been in there has to be approved by the health department. Once it's approved by the health department, the design and layout of that equipment is given to the architect. They give us the design and layout. We implement the locations. That's going to be a great space and a great ad for Cowabungas. In this room behind me, behind this green wall, is going to be our 3-bay prep sink, our 80-gallon electric water heater, and our new electric panel feeding all this new electrical work. The 3-bay sink is very, very important because that really, along with the other plumbing fixtures, dictates the size of our water heater. That water heater needs to be able to fill that 3-bay sink, any other prep sinks that they have, as well as our bathroom sinks. So that demand needs to be calculated, and then we need to get the proper water heater spec given to the health department, and then they need to approve that water heater. So for this one, we have an 80-gallon electric water heater that's going to be able to provide constant hot water, fill all the sinks at 120 degrees in order to meet the building health code. Here in the back of the building, here's the temporary wall that I spoke about. This temporary wall is just hiding all of our construction materials as we're working through this building process. This area behind me is the added square footage of play space for Cowabungas. It's about an additional 5,000 square feet that he's going to be able to provide to his customers for a seating area or play space. That brick wall is going to be painted blue and green like you see in the rest of the building, and it's going to be a great additional play space for the kids. If you are considering renovating your house within the next couple of years, definitely stay tuned. We're going to walk you through each step of the process, from demo, which we just showed you, all the way to the finished product. So looking forward to showing you guys how we make this whole thing work, and we'll see you guys soon.